you. What that's done, all the things you set out to do. Stand, there's a cross for you to bear. And to go if you're going anywhere.
Good evening. I'm Debora, and I am Floretta's niece. And I love my aunt so very, very much. I am so pleased that I've had an opportunity to be a part of her life, and she's always been an inspiration to me. One of the things that I love about my aunt is the fact that as I got older, I wanted to form my own relationship with her. I wanted to be able to visit her on my own without my parents. And I made that a point, I kind of followed her. Because once I went to North Texas, I decided to move to Dallas. They were living in Richardson, and I moved to Richardson. Well, I moved to Dallas, kind of like right around the corner. And one of the things that my aunt and I would do all the time is just talk. I would go and visit with her. We didn't go shopping. We didn't talk about romance. You know, she had my aunt, you know, she loved to get a really good deal. So we talked about romance and going to the North Carolina connection and get furniture on discount. So she was always a wealth of knowledge. And I just loved being around her because we just laughed and talked, and that's how I really got to know her. I want to share a couple of stories with you that I like to call pearls of wisdom from my aunt, because we had so many different stories. I would babysit them, Todd and Leslie and Gail, and one time I thought I was about to burn down the house because I didn't know how it was to be a suburban mother. Leslie had dance classes, and Todd had, I think, some baseball class, and Daryl had something else going on, and I was taking care of them for a week. And they were going to their appropriate entertainment deals they were doing, and I had gone back to their house, and I was actually trying to make some toast. Well, I didn't know that the toaster oven had a situation. And when I put the toast in the little toaster, it didn't open up, and all of a sudden it popped open with flames coming out. And I was like, oh my God, I'm burning down the house, and they were on vacation, they were gone. And so I'm taking this toaster down their long hallway, trying to put it out. And as I reached the garage, I remember that Ernest still likes to, you know, Ernest, he likes to collect stuff. And so I couldn't really get to the garage with this flaming toaster, because I was like, I'm really burning down the house now. So now I'm walking back up towards the kitchen, and I just kind of threw the toaster inside the sink, the water on it, and kind of put it out. But when Florida got back home, she kind of told me that there was a little problem with that toaster oven. But I was like, I just thank God that I didn't burn down your house, you know. But one of the things I want to really share with you was when I was about 21, and Flora and I were in one of our entertainment type conversations, and she always had these pearls of wisdom. And she said, you know, Deborah, sometimes in life I feel like I'm a swan. You know, and I call this a swan story. You know how it is, a swan can be on the lake, and it's so graceful, and it's just, it seems like it's moving effortless, but it's stroke on a tail when we stay up. You know, she's kind of like saying that's how life is. And I always thought about that, and when I was 21, I really couldn't relate to it. But as I've gotten older, I realized sometimes you have to be grace under fire. And that's the way my aunt has always been, just grace under fire. And I love her for sharing that with me at such an early age, because again, I wanted to aspire to be similar to her. I couldn't be like her, but similar to her. And another thing that she shared with me, we started skiing. They started skiing first in college. My brother took us, my brother introduced the Texas family into skiing. And after the first year they had gone, they had such a good time. I said, well, I think I have to try this. And so I went skiing with them. The following year we went to Copper Mountain, and it was just so much fun to do. But when you go skiing, you know, when you first start skiing, you're going to be on a bunny slope. And a bunny slope is no big deal. It's like skiing down your driveway with a little bit of a curve. You just have to make sure you don't fall into some ice and still hit your head or something. But after we got to the bunny slope, where you kind of learn the skill, then we took a green. Now, as a Texan, that was a hill, but it really felt like a mountain to a Texan. So, Flora and I, we had been skiing, and it wasn't a pretty run that we made, but we got down. You know, that was the main thing, you kind of like just get down. We needed little S's. I was in the wedge, and I was working my knees as hard as I could. bitter. My brother said I was in this evil position. But one of the things that Flora had said when we got down that green mountain, she says, Dad, you know what? When you get down to the base of this mountain, you look back up and you see how you scaled that mountain. There's nothing in life that you can't accomplish. And I just thought that was such a poignant, thing to say. And it just always stuck with me. Because in life, again, sometimes you're going to go through challenges, good, bad, and indifferent. But it's all about how you scale it down. You can take it bit by bit. And those are the jewels that I learned from my aunt. And I really do appreciate that. Thank you.